This is 7 News.
Tonight, the last-minute rush as Cyclone Rusty bears down on our north.
From the studios of 7 Perth, Susanna Carr and Rick Arden.
Good evening. A cyclone brewing off the state's Pilbara coast is expected to become a destructive Category 4 system over the next 24 hours. The Weather Bureau has described it as an extremely dangerous event. Grant Taylor is in Port Hedland, where residents are preparing for the onslaught.
The road between Karratha and Port Hedland today blanketed by dust. Rusty is still a long way off the Pilbara coast, but the effects of this superstorm are already being felt. Port Hedland has been buffeted since early this morning, but it's nothing compared to what's coming. Winds up to 250 kilometres an hour have been forecast for when Rusty crosses the coast later this week. Locals like David Clune have been doing what they can to prepare, but David doubts if it's enough.
What does it mean for you guys who live in caravans?
We all got to move out basically, and it means we might not have a home to come back to when it's finished.
Others, like young mum Claire, have more than just their homes to consider.
A bit nervous?
A little bit. This is the biggest cyclone I've been through. So yeah, it's more for their sakes than for ours.
Business has been booming at shopping centres, locals stocking up, and not just on food. The queues at the liquor stores stretched out the doors. On top of the destructive winds, Rusty is also expected to bring major flooding. The giant cyclone could dump more than half a metre of rain in just 24 hours.
We are likely to see communities impacted by quite dangerous and even destructive winds for quite a considerable period of time because of the slow movement of the storm.
Big business is being hit hard too. Mine sites have been shutting down, along with the giant port facilities here in Hedland. Lost production will easily run into the tens of millions.
And for the latest on the cyclone threat, Grant Taylor joins us live from Port Hedland. Grant, when and where do forecasters expect Rusty to hit the coast?
Well, so the Weather Bureau expects Rusty will hit sometime either on Wednesday or early Thursday. But here in Port Hedland, we've already moved on to a yellow alert, which means destructive winds could be on us within the next 24 hours. Yellow alert also means that the town officially goes into lockdown. The supermarkets, restaurants and other businesses all close their doors and won't open again until after this threat has passed. Now, on current tracking, Rusty is expected to hit just to the north of Port Hedland near Pardue, but obviously these events are very difficult to predict. We're just going to have to wait and see where Rusty ends up. Rick.
7 News, the pulse of Perth.